Okay, in this recording, I will be presenting the development phase for lesson 2. In the topic for lesson 2, the concepts or contents for lesson 2 says the functions of the parts of the cell. Okay, so now step 1 of the development phase. I will begin by asking few questions on previous lesson. As on previous lesson we dealt more about the microscope. So now I'll be asking just 2 questions just to remind them a few things on previous lesson. Okay, the first question was, what instrument is used by scientists to see cells? After asking this question, I'll give them an opportunity to think and recap on their mind on previous lesson, and then learner who thinks got the answer will raise up the hand, point him or her out, and then they'll just say the answer so that the whole class can hear. If the answer is correct, or if the answer is wrong, I will give them an opportunity to think again and come up with the correct answer. Okay, when you've found the correct answer, we will move on to the second question, which says name 4 structures found in cells. This one, they must write it in their workbooks. After they are done writing the answers on their workbooks, we will discuss it. We will discuss them together as a class, and then I will write the correct answers on the chalkboard. Okay, then we move on to step 2. In step 2, I will draw a table on a chalkboard. The table will be having 2 columns. The first column is for the name of the structure found in animal cell, and the second column is for the description and function of that particular structure found in the animal cell. Okay, in my table, I will leave the column with the names of structures blank, and then fill up the information on this second column, of which is for description and function. Okay, here is a task I will give my learners. I'll instruct them to read the information in the column called description and function. They should read the information in this column thoroughly and fully understand it. And after reading that information, they must draw the table in their workbooks. Each and every one of them would draw the table in their workbook, fill the information of the description and function column as I did on the chalkboard. Then using the drawing that they drew yesterday of the animal cell, using that drawing, they will try and work out the structures missing in the first column of the table. Meaning, My learners will draw a table, fill up the information I've written for them on the description and function column. Then they will refer back to their diagram that they drew they have drew here previously. They will use it and trying to work out the structures missing in the first column of the table. Okay, so now I will give them strict instructions as to how they are going to tackle this task. The first instruction: the table on the chalkboard has 2 columns. The first column has the heading name and it is empty. The second column is the following heading, description and function, and it is complete. Working on your own, meaning a student will work on their own with no help from any other student. Quietly, they must read through the description and function, draw the table on their workbook and leave the first column blank using the drawing and information in the table. Work out the missing names of structures. Fill in the structure's name using pencil because it is still their attempt. Okay, give them time to complete the task in their workbooks. After they are done, then we will do the task together and try and find the name of the structures that are relevant to the description and function, or to each description and function. Okay, as I've done the table here, after we have worked out the answer, I will write them. I will fill them in the column on the table that I draw on the board. Okay. When learners are done with task 1, when learners are done with task 1, there is a second task that they must do. I will ask the learners the following question so as to check their understanding of the content. Okay, first question says, what is the function of the nucleus? Okay, the second question, what is the main structural difference between the cell membrane and the mitochondria? Bearing in mind that we dealt about the structures, or they already know what mitochondria look like, what the cell membrane will look like. Now they have to use that information they have in their minds to answer this question. Okay, they must write the answers on their workbooks. They might work in groups of 2 or 3 to answer these questions and write them down. After they are done writing them down, we'll discuss the questions as a class. If we are having any issues, I will try and slowly remind them of the concepts, of the name of the structures found in the cell. Then remind them of the function of each structures when dealing with the question number 2. I'm sure that they will slowly remember they will slowly remember some things related to cell membrane and mitochondria. Then they will be able to answer the second question. Then I write the correct answers on the board. Then if ever there is someone who wrote the wrong answer, they must copy the answers from the board. Then we are done.